Berg Bouchard, and today I'm incredibly excited because this is a video that many of you have personally reached out to me and asked me to do a video on. So without further ado, this is the video on how I list my sports cards. So you all can see right here, hopefully, that I am on ebay.com landing page. So in order to do it on the desktop, you would just hit sell. And once that loads up, you're basically going to create your listings. You can see here that I've already kind of started, but here's the catch. I do not use desktop whatsoever when I list my sports cards. So with that being said, let's move it on over to mobile. Okay, so now that you all can see, I'm currently screen recording my phone, and I have the eBay app. So this app does wonderful things, makes it so much easier, at least in my opinion, to both buy and sell sports trading cards. So what I'm going to do here, just gonna hit in the upper corner, I'm gonna hit selling and then list an item. So for this video, we're gonna be using this Eric Paschall card as reference point. So I wouldn't actually personally advise anyone to sell this card now, just because it's going for about $5 to $10. It is a nice prism based rookie card, and I feel like the Warriors are just going to be a much better team than they were last year with a healthy squad. So regardless, back to the app. So I'm just going to type in some keywords here, such as Eric Paschall rookie. We'll just type in Eric Paschall rookie for now, and we'll hit the little search button. So you can see here that there's tons of different Eric Paschall rookies. This one here wouldn't be it. This one here, that's going to be his silver. So basically you're just gonna look for, bam, there it is. So we're gonna click on that, and then this blue button at the bottom, sell yours. So you can see the conditions here. I'm just gonna click the little I. So if you want to pause the video and screenshot, that's basically what it's going to be. So I'm looking at mine, brand new. Literally pulled it from a pack, put it straight away. So I'm just gonna slightly edit this here. I'm gonna type in, I just like to add in the word card. That way, through the algorithm, it kind of knows what it is. And then photos, we're gonna go ahead and add our photos that we took. Bam. Photo number 1, not now. And photo number 2. And then I'm gonna click on this. Gonna edit this photo. Oops. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Gonna turn it the right side. And same thing with photo number 2. So if you guys haven't already watched, we'll probably leave a card up top, but definitely watch the video that we already did in terms of how to take sports card photos. So now you're gonna wanna click on the little crayon here for item specifics. And the great thing about this on the app is half your work is already done. So you can see the condition, you can see the players already filled in, the manufacturer, ungraded, the sport type basketball, but it is important to just look over and make sure that all of this stuff is correct. So like this, professional grader. Now obviously this card isn't graded, but it's still going to be rather important to click on it and put in not professionally graded, because the more people who search our card, the more people who can find it, the better. Also, additional specifics, very, very, very important, at least in my opinion. So we're gonna hit that. Card thickness, I don't really look on. Okay, so basically I just look for modified item is no. I look for card number. So right now it says 279. You can see on the back here that it's number 279. So we're good to go. And country, region of manufacturer is likely going to be United States. So we're good on that one. We're just gonna go back. Category, so it is basketball cards, that's good. Now description, what I like to do, I just like to add, will ship in a penny sleeve, top loader, well protected. Oh, top loader and bubble mailer actually. Now you guys can add anything that you want to, but this is essentially what I always write. So there you go for that. Now, when it comes to pricing, I also get tons of questions, you know, do I do buy it now? Do I do best offer? What do I do? Now, a card like this, there's tons of cards like this. So if you want to go the route of auction, probably not the best thing to do, right? Because there's so many of them. I only really recommend doing an auction when you have a huge card that everyone's sought after, that everyone wants right now. So a good example of that right now would be a Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card, right? That's a card that would actually really do well in auction. But a card like this, I mean, starting price $6.10, no one's gonna buy that. So we're gonna go ahead and modify that. We're gonna take off auction. We're actually gonna keep on buy it now. Now this card, typically speaking, again, I'm just gonna delete this. This is just gonna be for YouTube purposes, but we'll say buy it now, 10 bucks. That's essentially what the card's going for. And then I also want to accept offers. I'm just gonna get rid of the minimum and take allow offers, because you never know how long it's going to take. Quantity, I only have one of these. Now the thing is, scheduled start time. So scheduled start time, is really important for whenever you do auctions. Now the reason being for that is because, typically speaking, when you end an auction on Sunday, that card is going to sell for more money than any other day of the week. And the reason being for that is people are home, people want to spend their money when they're home. It's just what it is. People tend to spend more money when you end your listings on Sundays. So you would just hit schedule start time. You would switch the date, for example, Sunday. And you got to remember, people on the West Coast too, so there's 3-hour time change. Typically speaking, I like to throw it to 9:30 p.m. So I would just hit OK. Now again, for just to buy it now, you can really list it whenever you want to. But again, mainly for auctions, that's what you want to do. And then delivery. So we're just going to hit that. We're actually going to hit on package details. And we're going to put, I don't know the package details. Then we're going to go back and we're going to select shipping service. I always just select the cheapest one. Not free, always charge, but never charge too much. So I always put $3. We'll simply go back. Internationally shipping, you definitely want that. You definitely don't want to limit yourself to just one buyer's market. And again, in this case, we'll put like $3.50. You don't want to charge an arm, a leg, and the firstborn baby. Local pickup, I always like to put, you know, just in case people do want to come. So again, for accepting returns, I do recommend to actually accept returns. Now, many say don't do it because it can create a large headache. It really depends. I mean, at the end of the day, you might look at it and say, oh, well, they're not accepting returns, so maybe it's scammy. But at the end of the day, if you have a pretty good eBay rating score, it's not going to matter too much. But just for the sake of this, and because I'm going to delete this this posting, because I do not want to sell this card for $10, I'm in it for the long hold. I'm just going to keep it no. And of course, because I sell so much, I do have a couple free listings here, so I'm going to list it just for the sake of this. List your item. And once it's done loading, bam. So you all can see that. Congratulations, it's done. You can just hit done, and there you go. So that's kind of what I've made just in the last couple 90 days. Primarily because, you know, I haven't really posted anything for sale. But there you all have it. That's the end of the tutorial for how I personally like to go about selling my sports cards on eBay. So I hope that I did a decent job kind of covering all the basics. I'm sure most of you will still have more questions. So if you do have more questions, definitely don't shy away from hitting me up in the comment section. So until next time, take care, guys.